Welcome to tonight's show. You're with Tom, Brian and Steve, and we are from the Sidelines, and as we do it every time this week, we're going to talk about the round of NRL that's just been played, and as we did last week, we're also going to talk about our State of Origin teams. Last week we did State of Origin for the backs.
Yep.
We picked our teams, and I was right, you two were wrong. And this week we're going to do the forwards. I'll be right, these two will be wrong. So we're going to see how we go. And I've just realised, actually thinking about that, I've just left someone out who should be in my team. But I'll come to that later.
Yeah,
It just dawned on me. Just dawned on me. But that's okay.
All right.
Gentlemen, how are we? We good?
Yeah, good.
Good.
Yep.
Highlight of the week. Brian, you cannot be nasty to Parramatta this week.
If I was a Broncos fan, I would be very happy with them. 2 weeks in a row, they've lost every stat and won the game. If I was a Broncos fan, I'd be happy. But I'm not a Broncos fan, so I am not happy.
Okay. Tom, highlight of the weekend?
I thought Magic Round was great. I'd love to be there sometime.
I'd love for it to be in Sydney.
Due to Grinches.
Yes, we are Grinches.
Yeah.
Tom's paying for us next year.
Woohoo!
We'll do the show live from Suncorp.
No,
Perfect.
you've already
Thanks,
been
Tom.
Grinched.
And he's going to buy us business class tickets to go up there.
Sure.
And they need to wake up.
I'm happy. I'll drive up,
Yeah.
but you can pay for the accommodation and tickets.
Great. Yeah. Anyway, Magic Round, I thought that was terrific. And just to see all the jerseys. And I had a friend who went up there and she said it was a great atmosphere. So,
Who's
yeah.
that?
A lady from work.
Oh, not someone who watches the show.
Yeah, she does. Yes, Simone.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Steve was
Dog
also
fan.
up there. He watches the show. I saw him with his little pictures. Watch his team lose.
Why
Get
didn't he
lapped.
take you with him?
Because Tom's offered to take me next year.
Gentlemen, it started out Canberra Raiders 24, Bulldogs 20, and at one point the Raiders were down to 11 men
Yep.
and looked like they were going to lose it,
Yep.
but didn't.
But didn't.
Yeah, young players really stepped up, didn't they? Savage, Ethan Strange,
This KO Weeks
Kale
bloke.
Weeks, yes.
He's-
Where did he come from?
No idea.
Yeah, he's actually started playing football since he left you.
He could play, trust me.
Yeah, look, the Raiders were very gritty and resilient.
They were, and the Dogs were not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they've fallen in a bit of a hole. I
They
think.
were well off the boil, weren't they?
The Dogs seem to have trouble scoring points. They were able to do it against but at one point Raiders were down to 11 players, and I think in that period they scored 2 tries. So
Yeah.
when that came back to 13, they had trouble scoring points.
Yes.
I don't know if that's
Actually, I do remember that thinking that during the game. Yes, they scored their points when the players were off, and
So I don't know if that's an issue with their halfback or whatever, but they do seem to struggle with it. And they've got some good attacking players.
They do.
you can sort of see there's the polish is missing from their attack.
Yeah.
And you're right. It probably sadly comes down to Drewy, I think. The number
Hutchison.
7.
Yeah.
Who I love, but anyway. Ricky was foaming at the mouth with joy.
He was a
He's always foaming at the mouth.
And the 94 team was actually there.
That was good to see too.
Yeah,
It was good to see.
It was.
Broncos 13, Sea Eagles 12.
Jock Madden field goal. Well, it must have been a tough defensive game if it was only 13-12.
Okay, this is where we just sit and wait for Brian.
Brian doesn't want to say anything.
Brian needs to say something.
Well, it's games like this that frustrate me. Like you were ranting and raving last week, Steve, about soft penalties. None of those soft penalties.
You
No.
cannot complain about
Hear
soft penalties given what
me
happened last
out.
week and this
Hear
week.
me out.
Hear
Me out. None of those soft penalties last week decided the outcome of the game. This week it did. Now I change of heart.
Excuse me. It didn't change it, no, but it was 30-24, and you got some really soft ones, and they went against you, and yet you complain about them this week. There was no complaint about them last week.
Look, I have thought for a long time. You watch the old games from the late '80s, early '90s, and players get knocked over, and they get up and they keep going, and it didn't matter who you were. That's what you did. Yeah. Now, I wish there was common sense in refereeing, but
see, here's the thing. You've always said you hit him in the head, it's a penalty.
It's a penalty.
Okay.
Yeah,
but
the difference.
My point is, how far do we take that?
Well, yeah,
and now it's just getting stupid.
Yeah, it is, because if a bloke's on the ground and your arm comes across him, that's a high shot. The dude's on the ground. It's like a crusher tackle. You can't do a crusher if you are a player with the ball. You can't be involved in a crusher tackle if you don't back into.
That's right. And
into the defensive line.
And there was one in the weekend where he was actually spun in the tackle, so I get that. But I think if the moment you start backing into the defence, you avoid being in a crusher tackle.
And I've always been of the opinion that if there is a shot that's called high, and somebody is hit about the mouth and it's a penalty, and that player that hit him is on report, should be a HIA. I guarantee you players won't stay down anymore because they're not going off for 10 minutes.
No, but what it will mean is that you intentionally hit someone who's a good player high enough and let them go off, and then you know it's the Cameron Munster or the Travojevic or whoever.
But if they stay down, so Tom should have went off last week. Whoever it was this week should have went off. I'd be happy with that. But about the game,
we are getting soft.
We are getting soft about the game.
It
was a good game.
It was a good game.
For a while. It was a good game from about 12 all. At 12 points down after, what was it, 10 minutes? I was not very happy. I was waiting for the phone calls from you two, actually, from the messages. I didn't get any, and I was very happy about that.
Well, the reason I didn't do that is because I didn't think you'd actually be watching, given it was a Friday night and all that sort of stuff. And you're right. I half expected them to
capitulate.
Yeah. I was surprised you were able to come back.
Yep. I don't know. I got nothing. Brisbane. I thought Brisbane threw a lot at them, and Manly held on. But like I said, if you're a Brisbane supporter, you've got to be laughing. 2 games in a row where you've been smashed in every facet of the game, and you come away with a win.
Yeah.
That's not even winning ugly. That's just winning when you shouldn't.
And they're missing Reece Walsh, and they're missing Adam Reynolds as well.
Yeah. Everybody's got injuries. Can't
they're big losses.
Well, as opposed to Tom and Lachlan Croker?
No, I was saying that you were giving them some plaudits about how they're playing. Yeah. I said, despite losing those 2 players. I'm not talking about your team.
No, I am.
Well, I noticed Tom's still lying down.
Tom's going to be lying down for about 8 weeks. Maybe 12, I don't know. Yeah, it's tough. That was tough to watch.
Yeah, it was a good field goal by Jock Madden, though.
No, it was terrible. There was there was no pressure put on him at all. But then again, if you touch him, then it's a 2-point, and you get sin binned, and you get a fine or suspended the next week. So you may as well just let him kick the field goals. Can't put pressure on him.
I'm sorry, I brought this up last week and I told you how to fix it, and you laughed at me. So
well, I still think that's a stupid idea.
Well, it's not.
Oh, it is. Here we go again.
Last week's show went for 48 minutes. I want to remind you. Okay.
It went for 42 minutes.
Because you kept talking.
Excuse me.
Newcastle Knights 28. Newcastle Knights 28. Titans 24.
Yeah. How good is that David Armstrong?
Ooh.
He's good, isn't he?
He was good.
And he's going to have to make way when Ponga finally gets back. Somebody's got to pick him up, or he's going to be on the wing.
He won't be on the wing because the Knights' wings are actually all right.
Oh, no, I think Inari Tuali has been average. He could easily make way for this kid.
Don't know.
Gentlemen.
Don't talk about it, Steve.
Gentlemen.
Yes, it was a
try. I want your verdict.
It was a try.
It was a try?
I think it was a try.
Wasn't a try?
I think he maintained enough control of it. And there was definitely a point there where you could see that he still had his arm on the ball.
Okay. So there's the point in motion. He maintained enough control. Well, he had to maintain control, or he didn't. He didn't.
He did.
But it makes up for the one the other week when they didn't score at all, he dropped the ball and they called it a try, and the Knights and the Titans got the win.
Okay,
So
but
even.
here's the issue with the bunker again.
Oh, the bunker sucks. Give me as many refereeing decisions that are bad as you like.
Yeah.
But players are only staying down because the bunker reviews it.
That's right.
Players. We are only frustrated not because the ref makes a decision on the go. We'd get 1 or 2 of those a game. We're frustrated that the bunker gets it wrong 9 out of 10 times.
Okay, so I want to hypothetically, I want to talk about this try for a sec.
Yep.
You say it was a try
Yes.
because he didn't really lose control. You say it wasn't a try because
He
he lost control.
didn't maintain control.
Okay, I want you to have, if you have a chance to have a look at anyone, go and have a look at it. You'll notice that the defender has got his hand on the ball and pulling the ball, trying to pull the ball out, which you're allowed to do in try scoring
situation.
No problem at all. As the ball comes out, he doesn't regrip it, but he puts his hand back or his arm back on it as it hits the ground.
I thought he had
So
plenty of
technically,
control.
because it was stripped, he didn't regrip it, and I got a problem with this regripping thing. And we talked about this with Appy a couple of weeks ago. But the fact it came loose, and I do consider it came loose, but then he touched it, he grounded it, would indicate to me it should be a try. But there's, you know what? There's 3 different opinions,
Yep.
and who knows?
Yeah, that's right. I just get rid of the bunker. Honestly.
Well, no. Well, you clear out the bunker of all the stuff with human beings, and then you concrete it
Well,
in.
the only way I'd agree with getting rid of the bunker is going back to saying, okay, you can only show 2 or 3 replays. You can't get in close because once you start doing that, everybody blows up about everything anyway.
Anyway.
Game-wise, good game, bad game, poor game, excellent game.
It was okay.
I
It
thought
had its ups and downs.
The Knights were good. I thought the Knights looked good.
Aaron Shoup is
Yeah.
going from the Titans to Manly.
Immediately.
Yeah, good. I like him.
Yeah,
There's players. There's
wing or a centre.
centre. There's been a bunch of like I said, Manly fans eat their own, and they are not happy. And I'm going. We just bought a 22-year-old kid that's played 50 first grade games, is 100 plus kilos, plays in the centres, can move.
Yeah.
And what? We don't want that kind of talent? No, we should be developing our own. Well,
Can't sit there and wait.
I don't know. Give him a shot.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
Okay, Sharks 38, Roosters 30. This was like the week before where we thought, how do you lose a game after scoring 30 points?
Well, yeah, and I got to take Tom to task, and I said I was going to do this.
And I already
No, these people out here don't know. So a few weeks ago, you loyal listeners out there may recall, one of our teams won 34-30. And Mr. Negativity over here had been saying since that game, defence was a priority there, wasn't it?
wasn't the words
Defence.
I said it was a great defensive game.
My
which
goodness.
I was being sarcastic.
Oh, please. Yeah, well. And then, you know what he says? He goes, I was really happy with the Roosters' defence. You let in 38 points. All right, now that's...
And then I reflected. Look, neither teams would be happy with giving up 30 plus points. So yes, that was an issue. But I thought that in the end, I actually thought it was 2 really good sides picking apart the opposition's defence, and they did it equally well. So I don't have a problem with my team because they played what is arguably the best team going around at the moment, and matched them. So I'm pretty happy.
Yep.
I would like to have won.
You actually
but I think
missed less tackles than what they did.
We fell away in the second half was the problem. We were pretty good in the first half, but yeah.
But the online defence for both teams was poor.
Yes.
I mean, yes, the attack was superb.
Yeah.
That's fine, but...
Look, Teague Wilton went through a valley. Seriously, it was an absolute chasm, and I don't know how that happened. That was embarrassing.
Yeah.
And that's un-Rooster-like. I thought both teams, with their attack, picked apart the defence, and that's why it made it an entertaining game, I think, because it scored a lot of points. It was good to see some good attack, but they picked apart their defence. So look, I'm not worried at this point in time. I think next week's another day.
Excellent. So as we picked our State of Origin teams last week, which one of us had Nico Hines in the team?
I was worried about his calf.
Yeah, it was. He played up on him terrible.
Well, he's still got to manage it. He was terrific.
He was really, really good.
He was very good. That's good for New South Wales.
Yeah, we've got one thing going for us.
Yes.
Luke Keary.
Yep. He got scratched in the eye. He didn't get HIA'd, honestly.
He went off for a HIA.
Yeah, that's because somebody else decided it was an HIA.
Oh,
He wasn't an HIA.
it's the Roosters taking advantage. Don't worry, Steve.
No.
We're used to it now.
He was told he had to go off for an HIA.
Yeah.
In fact, what happened was you could see he had a pretty decent scratch on his eye.
Yeah.
He never
favoritism
blacked
again.
out or anything.
Roosters favoritism again.
I don't swear, but he's a something stirrer. Seriously, he is.
Who?
And it's not a pot stirrer, but it does end in T. Okay, and it has more letters.
There is nobody out there in Jewelland who would ever think that Brian was a stirrer.
I stir lots of pots. I'm making a soup right now, boiling away at home while I'm here.
Anyway,
look,
that was a good game. Did you enjoy watching the game?
I did enjoy watching the game. It was a good game.
Yeah, I thought it was a good game to watch.
Yeah.
Next game was a good game to watch. Not.
Well, that depends on whose point of view you're coming from. If you're a North Queensland supporter, you loved it.
No, if you're a North Queensland supporter, as they were up, what was the score there, Steve?
28-22.
And they were playing?
The Bunnies.
Right. So the comeback's
It's a 6-point
definitely on.
loss. That's pretty good by your accounts.
Can I just say, even if you're a North Queensland supporter, you were going, oh my goodness, my team is so bad. How bad are the Bunnies going?
I know.
This was worse and worse. This
it
was terrible. All right.
It wasn't terrible.
Give me a highlight of that game, Steve.
Latrell Mitchell's try. Steamrolled over 6 or 7 players to score.
Fantastic defence there by the Cowboys.
Well, okay, but hang on. Every try that he's scored is poor defence by the team that's defending.
No, you can
I
have...
thought that was a good try.
Yeah.
You asked for highlights.
I'm just saying, all right,
highlights.
we got one highlight in a game
The
of 80
highlight
minutes.
was Cody Walker's try.
No, Cody, that was nothing. That game was dull. It was dull from both teams.
What do you want from both teams? They're sitting down the bottom of the table.
I want good football.
Well, you're not going to get it.
Obviously. And the comeback starts next week now, Steve?
Comeback is on. Let me tell you.
It's on.
Comeback is on.
The ghost of Bennett is going to be in the team.
It will, and you watch. All of a sudden, they'll have,
An extra leg.
extra leg because they're all now playing for contracts. Let me tell you.
Goodness.
Actually, you know what the highlight of that game for me was? Cook scoring a try. Because he ran.
Yeah, that's true, I must admit.
Because
I'll
he
give you that
actually
one.
ran and it looked like a set move. That, to me, was the highlight.
Yeah.
I don't think we ever looked like we were going to win it.
I'll give you that one because Damien Cook deserved it.
Yeah, but we never really looked like we were going to win.
Very, very average game.
Well, it wasn't an average game. Look, let me tell you.
Oh my goodness, it's a very average game.
South Sydney had a completion rate of 83% compared to the Cowboys 69%.
Yeah, one out running.
That says a
And we
lot.
still lost.
That says a lot. You complete really well, but can't score points, and they can complete really poorly and still cause.
Yeah, but that's right, because Cody Walker will make all the difference to the New South Wales team, running a whole edge on his own, because they can really score points. Far out.
Cody Walker should be in the State of Origin team. But anyway, we'll talk about State of Origin later. Penrith Panthers lost to the Warriors 22-20.
Yep, I was painting,
Wow.
but I listened to it on the radio.
Wow.
Wow, what?
And it was
Wow.
inspiring.
Can I say, and I know I'm going to be shot down, and a lot of people are going to send me hate mail and all that sort of stuff, but it seems that the top teams get, and we've always said it, teams at the top get the better of decisions. And it seems that players sent to the bin, probably not so much this game, but there's another one we'll talk about, from the lower teams more than the higher teams.
So Yo got binned.
Yes.
Yeah.
But in a couple of other games, Yo got binned and that's fine. But there's a couple of things that happened in this game that I thought, if that had happened with someone else, there would have been... And the Tigers are a prime example.
Yeah. Look,
You know?
No, because the difference is that the top teams, the teams that are on top are usually the better drilled, more clinical, classier teams.
But they do the same things and get penalised but not binned.
No, I disagree. They do them better. And that's why they don't get
they
penalised.
hide them better.
And in this game, I say, oh wow, because the Warriors, injuries are not an excuse. We're missing 10 players.
Oh, hang
10.
on.
Absolutely.
Souths have been missing 10 for 6 weeks and no one said anything.
Yeah, they missed 10
Yeah,
and they
double standards, Brian.
10 and they win. That's the difference. Plus, Wade Egan going off the head knock. I just thought that was a gutsy win.
It was,
Yeah.
and the fact that they were able to hang out in the end was excellent.
They needed that game.
When they were on a losing streak up until that point.
Yeah.
When Penrith hit the lead late in the second half, I remember I was watching it with one of my girls as they were reading a book, and I said, "All right, well, I think this game's over now," and the Warriors just didn't go away. That was if you're a Warriors fan, you're cheering at that. You're going, thank goodness, this is the team that made the semis last year.
Yes, exactly what I was going to say.
Anyway.
Yep.
And the Panthers are shot ducks without Nathan Cleary. There you go, I said it.
I think that's bit of an overstatement.
It is a bit of an overstatement.
Mate, look, they when Schneider came in and ran the team, it was great. They don't have a halfback. They don't have a halfback. Luai's playing halfback.
They're not the only ones.
He didn't play badly, but he's not a halfback. All right.
Melbourne Storm 48, Eels 16. Now, Eels were in this until half time.
Yeah.
It was only, was it 16-10 or something or other at half time?
16-6.
Wow.
16-6.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know what to say. I mean, I don't like Parramatta, but they didn't deserve that. Maybe. All right.
So
Well, there's enough to sack the coach.
yeah. So Brad Arthur's gone.
Yep.
Yeah.
You guys watch NRL 360, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
On and off.
Oh no.
They're not as good as us.
After, on the night that Brad Arthur was sacked, one of the reporters there, Buzz Rothfield, was saying, how heartless and cruel it is to sack a coach and all that sort of stuff.
Especially the day before his 50th birthday.
Yes. But against the game against Manly, he pointed out how terrible they were and all that sort of stuff and said they should replace the coach. Can we just accept that when you sack someone as a coach, it's just going to be horrible?
Yeah, it is. It's, just, it's horrible.
But,
That's right.
But let's not say, it was done terribly, it was horrible, he wasn't given any notice. Of course he wasn't, because that's the way business works.
That's right.
I wonder how he feels finding out from Buzz the other night, that they had decided to sack him on the 1st of May, and then they went after Wayne Bennett. And not that they went after Wayne Bennett, but the fact that they had signed his death warrant that day.
Yeah. But again, you do that. People need to understand that that's what you do in business.
Interesting though.
If Brian worked for me,
Yep.
heaven forbid, if Brian worked for me and he wasn't performing, I would be saying to Brian, listen, you've got to lift your game, all that sort of stuff.
Yep.
And making plans that if he didn't do that, I'd replace him. That's what you do in business.
Yeah.
Don't come crying about the fact that
But
it's horrible.
I wonder if they'd said to Brad Arthur, you're gone, until we find somebody, you're gone. Would Bennett have actually considered coaching the Eels? Because his principle is, I don't consider a coaching position unless somebody has been sacked.
Correct.
Had they said to Brad Arthur around the early part of May, look, you're gone. You'll have to see out the contract, or next couple of weeks or something, and then they could have gone to Bennett. I wonder if he'd changed his mind, because apparently he had interest in resurrecting Parramatta.
Well,
Can you imagine Bennett of coming to Parramatta, the team that hasn't won a premiership for 30 million years, and actually bringing them to a premiership? That would be. I mean, he doesn't have to have a CV anymore, because he's going to die before he actually needs to use it again.
I mean, honestly, but to be honest with you, I prefer him at South than Parramatta.
Of course you do.
So anyway,
do you want to actually talk about the game?
not really.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, it's boring stuff.
No. I mean, but look, I say,
Yep.
I'm not a fan of the Storm. I don't like them at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah, no, I really don't. Surprisingly, isn't it? But I'm a big fan of Xavier Coates. Since he's been at the Storm, he's changed. Katoa.
He's 100% of what he was.
Katoa is amazing. He was amazing at the Warriors, and I think that's why I don't like the Storm. Coates was an Australian rep, State of Origin player, goes to Melbourne and they say, oh, look at how much better he is with Bellamy. No, he's playing at the end of a brilliant backline. Katoa was a standout at the Warriors, head and shoulders above every other player. Oh, look at how much he's improved at that's what irritates me.
Yeah, okay. Now
they're picking international players and then they put them in an international team and they go, oh, gee, they're so much better now.
Oh, well, hang on. Let's
Baloney.
talk McNeaney. Nick Meaney
was the best player at Canterbury when they took him.
Oh yes, but he wasn't what he's now. He is now. He's much better than.
Yeah,
what he
hang
was.
on. You put him in a beaten side, and he's not going to be a star though. That's why Remus Smith, who did score a double, the Roosters are after him.
Yeah.
He might go all right at the Roosters because they've got a team around him. But if it was Souths or Manly, where you're going, you're going to be our strike centre. Mate, he's not going to succeed. And that's what I don't understand. There's a whole structure and system there. It's not like it's one coach making one player better. Anyway, irritates me.
I disagree.
And Blaze Tlang is exceptional.
And Munster's out for, 10 weeks? 12 weeks?
I just want him out to the end of State of Origin and then he can come back.
All right, let's go on to Dolphins 24, Tigers 12. At one stage, I think the Tigers were back to 11.
What do you do?
Again, what the tackle?
Which one? Sorry. The Naden one or the Olam one?
The Naden one.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, seriously.
I don't think the Olam one was
It's a penalty.
either.
It's a penalty. It's not a bin.
I don't think the Olam one was either.
I don't think he was either.
Because Olam got his leg between the attacker's legs,
yes, that's right.
and then tackled him.
He lost his feet, but he didn't actually fall. If I remember right.
No, he was slipping and then stuck his feet between the attacker's legs, and then went over with him.
Yes,
isn't that a tackle?
Yeah, I think that's what I'm saying. I think we're starting to overplay the bin because everyone now screams that they should have been binned, and even players are going.
Yeah, but if the player didn't stay down and carry on like a pork chop for 35 seconds, holding his ankle, waiting for the bunker,
and then get up and take a kick.
Yeah, that's right. As soon as it happens, we wouldn't have this. It's the bunker's fault.
I know.
Well, no, but you notice that most of those players don't get weeks. What they get is a fine, which is only good for the NRL coffers.
Oh well,
so
yeah, I know.
Conspiracy theories.
I don't know that the $1,000 here and there is going to help the NRL.
Anyway, and the Dolphins still suck as well.
Oh, they're playing really well. I love
they
watching
play 80
them play.
minutes. That's what you said.
All right, they play 80 minutes and they still suck.
I want Bennett to bring the hammer with him, and I want him to bring Asako with him. Yeah. And I don't care who we lose. I want either of those players.
Hammer's good, isn't he? Jeez.
I mean,
you can't beat speed.
You can't beat speed.
I mean, he broke through the line and he was 30 metres out, and he's pulled back three gears, and he's just got a big smile on his face saying, yep, done my job. Yep, I'm through the line.
I was a bit worried the first break that he made where he was looking around left and right, and I'm going, he's not 100% here. He's not 100%. Oh, this will be good for New South Wales. And then that try that he scored, it was like, all right, okay, he is back.
Yeah, Sako, I've got a big fan of Sako too.
And I mean, the Dolphins, for the team they have, are performing very, very well.
Yeah, they've got some ins to come back.
And they have.
And they're in fourth.
And not a lot of big name superstars either. So, all right. So, and the St. George Dragons had the bye.
Yes.
Tom Table.
Yeah, Tom Table.
Okay.
Your team's up.
All right. First position is the Sharks on 20 points. Storm on 18. Panthers on 16. Dolphins also on 16. That rounds out your top four. You have two teams on 14. The Broncos and the Raiders, followed by the Roosters and the Knights and the Dragons just outside the 8 on 12 points. Seagulls on their own on 11 points. The Bulldogs and the Cowboys on 10. Warriors on their own on 9. The Eels on 8. The West Tigers on 6 and the Titans on 6, and the Rabbitohs are on 4.
Here we go. 16 games to go, 32 points on offer. South have got 4, that's 36 points. 30 will make the top 8. All we need to do is win every game out from here on in and
40.
just lose a couple.
So 43 points for Manly to finish the season with.
Yeah, you can finish. Yeah. For the Bunnies, it's starting to get into that mathematically possible thing, but we never give up.
So we SOLing?
No, we'll talk about
The
next
end?
week first.
Okay, all right,
We'll do that at the end.
Sure, okay.
I'm surprised none of you have brought up the Latrell Mitchell, Braithen Astor issue.
Who cares?
Okay.
I'll be honest with you. I'm just over Latrell Mitchell. There was an article printed today that I can't believe it. I can't believe I bothered to even remotely read it.
Neither can I.
Where Latrell's going, it can't be me, can it? I'm going, no, really? Is there a bit of self-awareness coming on now to Latrell Mitchell? The fact that not everybody loves him. Could that be possible?
To be fair, the moment he took the ball up from the kickoff on the other night, everyone booed him.
Yeah. But then
I think he's bad for it.
Yeah, but then that went for like his first three touches and then it stopped.
It happened to every one of them, but you just didn't hear it.
Can I also bring up Roosters? Some players were in their motel room choosing gifts to give as prizes for fans, and somebody has gone on social media and suggested they're doing something not so good.
Yeah. Hang on, did you watch the video?
Oh yeah. Okay. So what did you think it meant?
Hey, if you're happy with that, knock yourself
What do you
out.
think it was?
What do I think it was? I think that I'm not going to say on our show to get sued.
Yeah, be careful.
because the club are investigating who posted it up.
Yes, we don't want Uncle Nick, who watches this show, by the way.
They all do.
We
all
don't
power
want
brokers.
him. Yeah.
Yep.
We don't want him on our doorstep.
All right.
Let's talk about next round, round 12.
Yep.
After Magic Round, we're back to the land of the living again. Bulldogs and St George Illawarra on Thursday night.
Struck
dear
match
me.
between this one, I think.
At a core, I'm going to go the Bulldogs.
I don't think there's anything in it, too, seriously. The Dragons have had a bye. Dogs
No.
are... I'm going to go the Dragons because I think the Dogs are in a little bit of a hole at the moment.
Yeah, I'm going to go Dragons as well.
I want to, but yeah.
Do we think Lomax is going to pull out of his Eels deal?
I hope so. He needs to find a different shade of red to go with
And
his
green.
white.
Oh, with some blue and white in it? Yeah, sure.
No, I don't want him.
Oh, I'd take him in a heartbeat.
Yeah. Well, you can have him. You'll have Latrell, Cody, Jack Whiten, Lomax. You can have all of the not getting sued.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. Leave that alone.
I think you mean Whinges.
Yes, Whinges. Yes, that's it. That's the word I was looking for.
Queensland Country Bank Stadium, North Queensland and Tigers.
Oh.
Cowboys are going to win at home, but
Yeah.
it won't be inspiring. I don't think it'll be a game you'd want to watch.
Man, this will be a dull game too.
It was only a couple of years ago. The Tigers won this one. No, they didn't. They lost this one 70-0 or something or other.
And we've got another young Manly junior making a debut for the West Tigers.
I know why you would highlight that.
And
look,
and yet you keep bringing them in. So you're just trying to do a Roosters and buy the team to win the premiership now, are you?
No, they are. They're buying all of our players.
Yes, but you're selling your juniors to buy in.
We're not buying anyone in return. That's the problem.
Yeah, you just bought shop.
Shopped around.
Yeah, the bloke who couldn't make first grade at the Titans. Oh, sorry, that was very negative of me.
Sorry, you were very excited 10 minutes ago.
I'm really keen to see young Josh Felitti play. He was our under 12s, 14s, 16s, 18s, and 20s captain.
Right,
okay. He can really play. He is a good player.
All right, so North Queensland. Okay. Manly Sea Eagles at 4 Sands Park and
4 Sands
Melbourne
Park,
Storm.
I hate tipping the Storm. I absolutely loathe tipping the Storm.
Don't tip him. It's at Brookie.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Look, we beat the Roosters at the peak of their powers. We beat Penrith.
No,
we beat the Storm.
We weren't that good at that week.
You beat the Storm.
We'll beat the Storm.
All right.
We'll beat the Storm. Jason Saab's back about 6 weeks early.
Oh,
So
that means he's going to be injured again.
Yeah.
I'm going Storm, Brian. I'm sorry.
That's right. You're allowed to be wrong.
Raiders and the Roosters on Saturday
This is
at
a
3
dangerous
o'clock.
game. Raiders at home. It's Tarpany's 200th game, and they've got their tails up. But I'm still going to Roosters.
I'm going the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
At home, yeah. I know it's stupid of me, isn't it?
Yes.
Right, thank you. I'm still going the Raiders.
Disloyal is the word I would.
Well, I'm not.
I actually, it hurts. I got to go Roosters, I think.
Oh, we'll see who's right at the end of this game. Me.
Sharks and the Panthers.
At points bet, Sharks. I'm going all the home teams.
Oh, good.
Except for the next game.
I think the Panthers are just in a little bit of a rut at the moment, and I think that they're ripe for the taking with the Sharks.
Well, the Panthers don't often lose 2 in a row.
There's always a first time.
Yes, there is.
Yep.
Yep.
It's Sharks at home.
Yeah, I agree.
Steve?
Panthers.
Interesting.
He's the front runner, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
It's a wonder you can see that high up, actually, from where he is.
Oh, I can see from my lofty advantage point. Don't you
No,
worry.
I'm thinking about the ladder.
No. Lofty as well. Oh, hang on, my phone's just changed. The Mighty Bunnies against the coachless Parramatta Eels.
You're actually a minor chance. I think on this
This
game,
game-
Steve.
Oh,
It's the assistant coach against the assistant coach.
Is Moses back? If Moses
No,
is back,
Moses is not back.
right? Okay.
Jack Whiten at 5'8".
It doesn't make a difference.
Cody Walker at halfback. Tane Milne, my favourite player, is back.
Hey, I'll take Milne if you take Paulo. Deal?
No, how about Paulo?
I'll give you a field goal winning this game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Who's going to kick a field goal for us?
Latrell.
This game will be so boring, and I'm actually going to pick the Rabbitohs to win.
It's not
There
gonna
you
be
go.
boring.
3 of us.
Wow. That means we're definitely going to lose. Broncos and the Titans.
Yeah, the Donkeys.
Yeah, the Bronx.
Yeah.
But I think it'll be an entertaining game. The Titans have actually been pretty good this last couple of weeks.
Warriors and Dolphins.
It's hard to tell which Warriors team's going to turn up.
The one that's just lost like 6 or the one that won their last one. I'm going to go the Warriors at home. I'm going all the home
Warriors
sides.
at home.
You're going all the home sides.
Except for, didn't you pick?
No, I'm going all the home sides.
Yes, he is. He is. And the Newcastle Knights have the bye.
Joke around.
Oh, you reckon this is the joke around?
Joke around all the home sides.
All right.
It doesn't really matter.
State of Origin, gentlemen, we are getting on.
Yep.
State of Origin, we said we were going to pick up.
And besides that, the time's going.
4 years.
We're getting on.
We're getting
yes.
on.
Okay.
I don't know. I still look 35.
Props. Stephen?
Props. I have put Haas and Utakamano from Tigers. Stefano.
Nice. Good choice. Good choice.
Yes, it is.
Tom?
Which numbers are we going?
The props.
You're going 8,
props,
and, 8
okay.
and 10.
Actually, I've left the 10 out, so I can't remember. Give me a good name.
Utakamano or
Jake?
Jake. Jake is the one I struggled with. Like, somehow I've got to get Jake in the team. He might be on my bench.
I'll put Jake in there. So Haas and Jake.
Same.
Okay.
Second rowers, Steve?
Second rowers, Martin from the Panthers.
Yeah.
And Kaloa Matangi from South.
I've got Crichton and Olakawatu in the starting side.
I've got Martin and Olakawatu.
You're wrong.
Well, you can't choose.
Keon would kill him.
Yeah, he didn't last year.
No,
He did last
And he's not. And
he's
he was way better form last year.
Yeah.
Your
I
lock,
agree.
Steve?
My lock is Yo.
We haven't got the hooker yet.
Yeah, I know. Do it last because
alright.
it's going to be the most contentious.
Right. Okay.
No.
Lock.
Yep.
Yo.
Okay,
Yo.
Yo.
Yep.
Hooker.
Hooker is happy.
Oh,
Here we go.
Brayley.
No, please.
Brayley.
Which one?
The
Sharks,
the
Brayley.
Sharks one.
Which is Blake Brady.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's smashing it. He is absolutely slaying it. And I've thought long and hard about this. And I've got my bench, and my bench reflects Brayley in the team.
All right.
We doing the bench?
No, next
We're
week.
going to do it next week.
Okay. All right. Fine.
So,
and then we'll go with all the injuries.
so once again, we're going to put on Facebook who our forwards were, as we did with the backs last time. We'll put our forwards on.
Yep.
And we will see, and everyone can tell us how right I am and how wrong they are, and you can put your own forwards in. But we're going to do the bench next week.
Bench next
so
week.
4 bench players next week, regardless of
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Got it. Done.
Good.
Brian, anything intelligent you want to end the show with?
All the home teams, trust me, go the Joker.
Where are you on the ladder?
I don't know. I forgot to put him in tips last week.
He is above me, but you're all above me.
Tip with Brian at your own peril. Yes.
You heard
Tom,
it here
what do you
first.
want to end the show with?
I'm looking forward to the Raiders game. I think it's going to be a real big challenge. I know the Raiders haven't been killing it, but They're showing a lot of grit, and we just need to improve our defence.
I think you and Brian should go down there.
To
Down to
Canberra?
Canberra
Why
for
would
the
Brian
game.
get Brian go to Canberra?
Yeah, why would Brian go to
Partner
Canberra?
you down there.
He can what?
You can partner you. The two of you take a drive to Canberra to watch the game.
I don't want to spend 4 hours in the car with Brian.
Oh my goodness.
It'll be 6 actually.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. Yes.
All right, that's it from me.
Yeah.
Go the home teams. Joke around. Go Manly.
All right. Thanks for watching. You're with Tom, Brian, and Stephen. This is From the Sidelines, and we'll see you all again next week. Bye bye.
Bye.
See ya.